None of us can say we're surprised.
Calling a looming environmental nuclear bomb in Utah. The mighty Great Salt Lake is drying up.
Ecological and economic disaster in Utah and across the world.
There's major concern not only for wildlife that lies on the lake, but for people living in Salt Lake City.
The science is aligned that the climate is changing, that mass extinctions are happening, and that the Great Salt Lake is drying up. But common sense and our intuition tell us the same thing. The crisis is here. Our society has made some changes, but not enough. Maybe it's time to wonder why. There's so much squabbling and so much angry disagreement that devolves into ridicule and hate. There's so much my way or the highway, and too little respect for our shared humanity. There's so much blaming someone else when all of us share responsibility for building a better future. It's time to try something different. The Summit Land Conservancy is choosing to approach this moment of challenge by making friends. We've all been told that nature is about survival of the fittest, but in fact, it teaches survival of the symbiotic. It's not the densely packed pine forest that's healthy, but the one with a couple old Douglas firs and some young aspen interspersed with rabbit brush and serviceberry. Ranchers know that when their land supports more biodiversity, more bugs and more birds, then their livestock are more fertile and yields are higher. The challenges we face are complex, but each of us has a role to play. A friend of mine notes that change starts with the individual before it takes root in society. So we each have a choice. Our personal responses matter, even when they seem insignificant. Every day, we see examples of people behaving beautifully. Someone holds a door open. Someone picks up the forgotten poop bags on the trail. Someone apologizes for an inadvertent slight. Remember the generous and authentic individual responses during COVID. Now, as we gather our resources to deal with the desiccation of the Great Salt Lake, with the mass extinctions caused by our failure to share space with nature, and the challenges wrought by a changing climate, let's choose to behave as friends. For 20 years, the Summit Land Conservancy has built bridges between people who don't seem to have a lot in common. What we've learned is that lots of us share a reverence for this landscape. We desperately want to leave a healthy place where our kids can thrive. At our deepest level, we strive to be good, honorable, generous people. Let's let our hearts, our better human nature, allow us to work side by side as friends for the future.